Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Now, you probably recognize what's behind me. I'm at a train station, which means one thing. I'm going to get a new car. Now, I need to explain this one, but I've got about 30 seconds to catch this train. So let me show you how the auction went, and then I'll catch you up with what actually happened.
Sold!
So why am I doing all this traveling when I'm in the middle of building an M2, which is very, very close to the end? Well, it's out of necessity. Now, as you know, I have an SLK 55. You don't know how I got it, and I intend to make a video on that at some point, so I won't go into too much detail here. But the short of it is this. When I got the car, it was missing a front bumper, it needed a wing, and it needed side skirts. Now, I don't know why they took those off, because those weren't affected in the accident, but they took them off anyway. They also took one of the wheels off, which again is unobtainium. So I had to do some things. Like I said, I'll cover it in a different video. It was so difficult for me to get them, but I eventually did. But what I couldn't get was the center bump grill. For the bumper that's on there, I have an aftermarket one which doesn't really fit the car. And so it's not, my mind is it's not really finished. I don't believe in YouTube finish or YouTube complete. I want to get it done. That car has been a dream car of mine, which is why I have it. So anyway, I've not been able to find this part. One person had it, and he sold it to Mercedes-Benz of all places, when they should be the guys actually manufacturing this stuff. But he sold it to them, and I've not been able to, lay my eyes on it. Now, the reason why this is so rare is obviously because, one, I'll say, how many SLK 55s have you ever seen on the road? Not very many. You see a lot of C63s, but not a lot of SLK 55s, so that's the why.
I want to know how much I love cars. It's horrible weather, hands are freezing cold, and I'm walking uphill. So, I love them very much.
That's there. And I can just about see it. This is what all this trouble is about. I know I don't look my best, so don't zoom in on my face. It's right there. There she is. Now I've got to go say hello. I think Donna has to leave, and then I'll come back and show you the car. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, because it's kind of raining, it's ugly. I kind of want to get under some kind of cover just so I can show you the car. So I'm gonna get a move on. I have just replaced the number plates, which was a bit of a nightmare because one of the bolts was rusty, but I got that done. That's not gonna kill my excitement. I still love this. It's all too familiar. But yeah, let me get out of here, and then we can talk about the car. Let me make sure it actually drives.
You're probably wondering, why am I picking this up from someone else's house rather than Copart, considering it is a Copart car? Now, this car was at the Copart lot in Chester, which is quite a long way away from me, and it would have cost about £860 if Copart were to deliver it. And I wasn't looking to pay that, so I asked a very good friend of mine who lives up in Leeds if he would let me deliver it to his for about £300, and he said yes. And now I knew the car did run and drive as it said on the advert or the listing. Now what I wasn't sure was if it actually drives well, but he had sent me a video the previous day showing that the engine was running and stuff, so that kind of gave me confidence that I could show up at his and just drive it down. So that's why we're doing what we're doing today.
I need to stay awake. Waking up that early, well, going to bed really late, 1 a.m, and waking up at 4, it's not my smartest idea so far. but I was so excited. I am still excited, but very sleepy at the same time, and you don't want to fall asleep behind the wheel. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to get some wake me up juice, and I will continue this journey in GF. Right, my first complaint about this car. Now I know I already have one of these, but I don't do road trips with it, or at least I don't wake up at stupid o'clock and start driving. I do prepare better. So I've never really needed this, but I've got my coffee now, and I'd love to drive on just so I don't sit here and stuff, but there are no cup holders here. I mean, in this car, normally there would be the option of cup holders here, which is a stupid place to put it, because if you spill it, it goes all over all this stuff here. But yeah, no cup holders. I'm just going to sit here, drink this as quickly as I can, and then carry on this journey.
Now, considering my gamble, this car actually drives really well. It's not as great as the V8, it doesn't sound like it, but it does have a good sound, and it does handle itself really well. Now, the brakes were a bit sketchy. I do believe that they would need to be replaced, or maybe just the pads, who knows, but I'll have a look at that at a later date, depending on what I actually do with this car. But yeah, so far so good. We do need to check on something, but I guess we'll be finding that out later in the video.
Now, that was a long old drive, but we're here. We made it home. I need to catch a few winks, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. We can have a look at the car properly. Right now, I just want to go lie down. I'm sure you can understand. It's been 5 hours of driving, and I've done good mileage on it, considering it's a V6 from yesteryear, about 35 miles to the gallon, which is decent compared to the 55. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you up tomorrow when I've fully recovered from this day. Okay, so it's the morning after, and let's go around the car and see what we actually bought this time. So we'll start with the damaged area, as you see here. Now, the wing is a bit bent just over here, and it's come apart. As you can see, there's a gap there, and you can see it's starting to bubble up. Now, these cars rust around here, all of them. If you don't see it on the car, it's a matter of time, or it's just been replaced, which means you also have to replace or respray the wing and blend to the bumper, and so on and so forth. Bumper has cracked here, which is quite a shame. I want to believe that this can be plastic welded, so I need to speak to a guy about that. And then the bonnet itself, as you can see, it's meant to protrude like this does over here to finish up the grille. But this has been bent in here, so it looks like the car hit something this way. It's pushed the headlight back, and the headlight has moved the wing out, because that's all connected over there. And in the wing moving out, it's kind of twisted the bumper here as well, which is a shame. Now, this is all visible in the advert, which I was quite prepared for. What I wasn't prepared for was this. There's a bit of movement on, I believe that's the crash bar, which is not great. It doesn't affect the actual the frame, just in here. Well, I can't see. I'll have to remove the lot to properly inspect it. But that's disappointing, but not the end of the world. And then we have a crack down here on the bumper, which, to be fair, if that was the only crack on the bumper, I probably wouldn't even fix it. I mean, I'm sure you can just put some plastic weld on it or whatever, but that wouldn't have kept me up at night. Now, this is the reason why I bothered. Now, you see that this center lower grille matches the pattern for this plastic grille here, which is what I'm missing on my car. The one I have is an aftermarket one, doesn't match, it looks out of place. So that's why I bought the car, because I want this. I'm going to put the one on my car on here. That's the real reason for this car. But now that it's here, I kind of want to fix it. I want to put it back together, because there are only 2 of these I can see in the UK with the body kit, and this one's got a V6 in it, so
it deserves saving. Now, looking at the good side of the car, she looks good. Looks very tidy. It's got the AMG wheels, and this is the only difference between this car and the SLK 55. SLK 55 has a vent here because it does have an oil cooler in here, but this doesn't have it, so that's kind of why they've just blanked it off. So you can just take this off and put the one for the insert for the SLK 55. So it is identical. Oh, like I said before, you see that's bubbling up here? That's rust. The very first place these cars rust. So again, like I said, it means you have to respray the wing when you do repair it. When I take the bumper off, and I will, I'm going to inspect that and try to fix it as much as I can, so I don't have to replace the wing. But if it's far gone, then it's far gone. Now, standing back from here, this is looking tidy. I do like the color as well. And let's have a look at it from this angle. Yeah, the only other difference is these exhaust tips are just single on either side, but everything else on the outside, again besides that vent, is exactly the same as the SLK 55. Now let me get the key out, and there's something else I want to check, but obviously we'll check the interior and then check some other bits as well. Okay, now this comes with the Cardinal sound system, which I guess is an upgrade. Now forgive all the mess, I kind of lived in this car for the whole journey yesterday, but this is the aftermath of the journey of just taking my stuff out. It is in as dirty a state as it was when I picked the car up. Now this I didn't notice. You can see how grubby it is here. Now I didn't catch that until I saw the car in person, but hey, it's not a brand new car, so I kind of expect, you know, age-related wear on it. Now one thing that I didn't expect was how thin these are. Now compared to the 55, these are slightly chunkier, which I've gotten used to. So when I was holding this, it was kind of like holding a child's hand when you try to cross the road or just walking along the road. It was like tiny compared to like an adult size. It just made me chuckle to myself, and it felt weird holding it. This one has full leather as opposed to the SLK 55, which does have Alcantara on the sides, and this is manually operated. You can see the lever down here to pull it backwards and forwards, and then there's some on the side, as you see over here, there and there. And what else do we have? Now this has the auto dimming rear view mirror, which I had to install on mine. I had to get that off eBay and install on mine, and it works a treat. Now one thing I didn't know it had, as you see, if I block off the light sensor, you see that that's going to go dark. Go on now, any day. Oh, actually, it's not going to go dark because I don't have the key in it. Now, let's do that again. And what you also notice is that's going to go dark alongside with it when I apply power to the car. Let's go now. Okay, so that's getting darker. I mean, I'm not going to explain how it works. Most new cars have these days. But then what you don't get is that. Now that's also gotten darker. Now it's only one side. That one stays exactly the same because that's just a standard mirror. But I thought it was cool that this came with this, which is quite cool. Now the dials are for the most part the same as the SLK 55, apart from these rings here, the clock and the fuel gauge. But everything is the same, apart from the AMG badge, which is just meant to be on there. Now, one other thing that I've been dying to know about this car is in the listing, it does say that the roof is inoperable. And because, I mean, for the purposes of which I bought the car, I thought, well, I don't really care if the roof doesn't work. In fact, it'll make it easier for me to scrap the car. But I thought maybe they just didn't, know what to do or how to put it down, or maybe it's the pump that's gone bad, and I was thinking, well, maybe it would be an opportunity for me to actually find out how it works or repair it. So when mine goes bad, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does go bad, then I'd have some, dare I call it, work experience or experience with replacing them or repairing them. So I thought, okay, again, all good things. So I thought I'd give it a try. I'll start the engine now just so we can give it a try. Because I just want to know, will it actually work or not? Do I need to, what do I have? So the cover in the boot was open when I was picking the car up, but now that that's shut, I'm just going to move that down, and it looks like it's coming into life. The boot's gone and the roof seems to be working. So it turns out the person that tested the car just didn't know how to do it. That makes me happy. Now for the next part, let's have a look at the engine bay. I'll leave the engine running. So now only one of the catches on the bonnet actually works. Now I think it's because this has bent out of shape, so it's gone higher, so it doesn't catch on the lock there. So again, I can fix that, I think. I also have a replacement bonnet for this in color, which I kind of got because there were only 2 of them on eBay, and I thought, hey, I don't want to relearn an old lesson where, buy it when it's available, not when you hoping that for the perfect or cheaper price to come up. Anyway, this is the engine, which I think looks quite cool. I used to have the old C-Class Coupe, the W203, and that came with a 1.8 engine that had no power, and these cars also come with that same engine, but I believe this V6 packs a punch. It's not as quick. I mean, when I drive the SLK 55 on practically a daily, jumping into this is going to feel like there's no power in it, but for what it is, this is a good engine, and I'm happy to have it. To be fair, I need to do a comparison video between this and the SLK 55 because I'm sure that, well, obviously there are going to be a lot of similarities, especially because of the body kit. This one obviously is the facelift. With my car, I put the facelift bumper on it, but if you look, that's different. Mine has just like a see-through streak, not like a C shape on that. So again, I'll do a comparison at some point, hopefully when I know what I'm doing with this. I do have a replacement headlight which came from my 55 because I bought a pair of headlights, and so I had a spare one of these lying around. The damage on my car, on my 55, was on that side, so that meant this was alright. There were some broken tabs, which will be that on this one, which I did get a headlight repair kit from Mercedes. They do sell them for about £28, so that way I can recondition the headlight and put it on this car. So again, that's 2 things I have. I have the bonnet and I have the headlight. Now they do have these bumpers at Mercedes, and they do cost about $1,150 or something like that, and then you have to paint it. Now I'm really going to have to like this car to do that. But guys, let me know what you want me to do about this or do with this car. Now, like I said, my aim really was to get the grille, and I guess maybe just keep it around or sell it as it is. But yeah, let me know what you want me to do with it, because at the moment all I need it for is a grille. It's a bit mangled, but it's metal, so I can straighten it out and put it on my car. So for the purposes of this, it works. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and please leave a comment on what you think I should do with this car. I would like to keep it, around, give it to someone I know. I don't mean give it, sell it to someone I know just to see it around, because I do like them. They are kind of rare. There's only one of these on Auto Trader, and I think it goes for about £9,000 or 9 something. So
it's a good car. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.